Hey, are you ready for some hunting on the Tommy Wilcox Show?
Tommy Wilcox Outdoors is brought to you by Alabama Credit Union. Feel good about your money. Mahindra Tractors, built for the long haul. Peach Outdoors. Get the motor running on your next project with our Mahindra Tractors, ATVs, and lawn equipment. Tuscaloosa Toyota. One price, one place. Top Shot Deer and Turkey Mix from Faithway Alliance. The band Legal Limit. Lou and the guys play all your favorite classic rock and country. Nelson Glass for all your contract or residential glass needs. All music courtesy of country music legend Hank Williams Jr. Hey folks, welcome to today's show. We got a great deer show for you today with two great guests. First up is going to be Joe Henley, and then later on in the show we'll have Mark Smith of Peach Outdoors in Clanton and Tuscaloosa, hunting with his son Drew. But first, let's talk a little bit about little Joe. Joe grew right up down the street from me. We were friends from grade school going up. He was always a manager on all the football teams I played on through the years. He followed me to Alabama. Then he went in the USFL. He was a manager for the Arizona Wranglers while I was there. Joe's a great guy, and I tell you what I like to do. Anytime I get Alabama football players or managers or people that had anything to do with Coach Bryant, they always got great stories. And I really believe Joe's story tops about all of them. So here's Joe Henley on Built by the Bear. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Joe Henley. I'm from Harahan, Louisiana. And I was a football manager for the University of Alabama. And before I show you my hunt, I want to tell you a little story. Tommy asked me to share my interaction with Coach Paul Bear Bryant. I came in 1979, and I worked as a student manager, and I worked for 4 years there, and I had a great time working as a student, and just really loved the way Coach Bryant interacted with folks and the team. And on my senior year, I had a situation where we finished the season, and I got a job offer with the Arizona Wranglers to go and be an assistant equipment manager. And when I was approached by a student manager, a former student manager, Wayne Reed, who was the manager at the USFL team. And he called me and said, "Can you be an assistant for me?" And so I said, "Well, let me check with Coach Goostree and let you know." So I went upstairs and went around looking for Coach Goostree, and but no one was around. So I went upstairs and I saw Coach Bryant's office was open, and he saw me and he said, "Hey Joe, what can I do for you?" And I went in and I said, "Coach," I said, Wayne Reed. He said, "Oh, how's old Wayne doing?" I said, "He's doing pretty good. He's the head equipment manager for the Arizona Wranglers now, and he asked me to be an assistant for him." And so I was thinking about doing it, but I still had a year of school to go. And he said, "Well, if you want to try it, go ahead and try it, and come back and finish up your schooling." I said, "You sure, Coach?" And I said, "Yep, it'll worked out." And so I said, "Okay." And so I left and I thanked him, and I just couldn't believe Coach Bryant would offer something like that to me as a student manager. And so I went home, and my dad and we drove out to Arizona, and I worked with the team. And about a few weeks later, that's when I heard that Coach Bryant had passed away, and that really hit home hard. And so because it was so busy with USFL at that time, we had to stay out there and work. And I continued working through the season. And once the season was over, I was determined I wanted to get back up and go to school and finish my degree. And so I went up and I saw Coach Jack Rutledge, and Coach Rutledge talked to me and said, you know, Joe, just before Coach Bryant had his last meeting with all the assistants, he mentioned that he wanted to make sure that Joe Henley was taken care of when he gets back up to school. And I said, when Coach told me that, I couldn't believe it. And I said, how can one of the greatest coaches of all time take care of a little fella that, you know, worked as a manager? And to this day, I'm very grateful for what he did for me. And it's truly a blessing. And I finished up my degree, and then I went on and got a job with the federal government.
Hey folks, got in the stand with Joe Henley from Louisiana. Joe was a manager out at Alabama when I was out there. He was actually the manager of my high school football team. Joe only lived about 8 houses down from me. He moved back to Louisiana, and of course I stayed up here. So he come up to hunt with me. We've been seeing about 3 pretty good bucks coming in this field. Hopefully Joe can take one of them today. You ready to go, Joe?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hopefully one of those nice bucks that y'all been seeing comes out. The weather's warmed up a little bit, and
the wind's laid down too.
Yeah, the wind, and it's just a beautiful evening, and hopefully I'll get a chance at one of those nice bucks.
Don't miss, because Donald will never let you live it down.
Yeah.
All right, man, good luck.
Thank you, Tom.
All right, let's get it.
Dropped him, Joe.
Yes.
Give us 5. Give me 5.
Damn. Damn.
Joe, you dropped him in his tracks.
Damn.
Wow.
Tommy. Damn. Is he getting up? He's down now.
Yeah, he did. Joe, give me 5.
Tommy, that is all. Oh, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Oh, that is wonderful.
You felt like you made a good pull
Oh,
on him?
man, I felt perfect. I mean, that everything laid down really well, and I just, like you said, let him get a little sideways, and as soon as he did, when I laid there, it just, I mean, I can't believe it. Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
He's a good one, buddy.
That's the best I've ever done.
Oh, really?
That's it, Tom.
Did you see the horns?
I could see him tall. And when you said he's a shooter, and I looked, and then when I adjusted a little bit, and then when I saw how tall they were, I said, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. He's down.
Yeah.
He like you said, he dropped. I
Oh, you're going to be able to get Donald now, man.
Well.
We got to thank Donald, too.
Yes.
Donald, I mean,
Yeah.
he thought about calling you, and to get you up here.
Yeah. And he said it, too. He said it. Yeah. That's incredible. Thank you. That's a little late point, huh?
Yeah.
A little late point. Yeah. That's it. Look at that, Tom.
He broke one of his
Yeah,
tines off.
Around time.
Boy, can't you smell him, Joe? He's
That's a good size deer.
yeah.
Tom.
Ooh. Joe, that's worth the trip down here, ain't it, man?
Yes, sir.
From Louisiana.
Yep. Hey, what? Beautiful.
That's your biggest buck?
Yeah, that's my biggest buck. Yep. Yep.
Hey folks, welcome back to Tommy Wilcox Outdoors. For the last few years, we've had a great relationship with Peach Outdoors. They have 2 locations, one in Clanton, Alabama and Tuscaloosa, Alabama. They sell Mahindra tractors, and they also sell all kind of different implements that you need for your tractors. And they do a great job with it. Not to mention they do lawn mowers and weed whackers and blowers and all that other stuff too. But me and Mark's gotten to be some pretty good friends over the years, and when we're talking about doing some hunting this year, he wanted to see if we could get his young son out, Drew. And I said, man, I'd love to do that. So here's Drew and Mark with myself at Swamp Whitetails, y'all take a look. Hey folks, we're down here at Swamp Whitetails, Brent, Alabama. Got Mark Smith and Drew Smith with me from Peach Outdoors. Mark and them own the dealerships in Clanton and Tuscaloosa called Peach Outdoors, and glad to have y'all on this hunt, man.
Thank you, Tommy.
What about the little man shooting today, right?
This is going to be hopefully his 4th deer he's going to kill in between last year and this year, so hopefully he's going to put down a buck.
Woo! All right, well, we're going to try to get you on a nice one. Are you ready? You sighted in?
So yes, sir.
So we're good to go. What about, I was going to ask you how business is doing since COVID hit.
We've been doing great, Tommy. Been putting a lot of tractors out on the ground. Got some great financing options through Alabama Credit Union, and been selling a lot of tractors this year and ready to put some more out there.
There you go. If you're looking for a good Mahindra tractor, call Peach Outdoors. If you're in Tuscaloosa, right there on 82, around Clanton area, right off I-65 south, right?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
All right, let's go see if we can put Drew on the deer and load the wheelie up.
Thank
Ready?
you, Tommy.
All right, let's go do it. Son, you dropped him. Drew, look at me. You dropped that sucker in his tracks, man. Man, that was excellent. You wasn't even nervous, man. You act like you've done this 100 times. Oh, man. That's a way to hold it on him.
Got a 10-point.
Yeah, it's a 10-point. Wow.
What you think, Drew?
Drew, give me 5. Give me a fist bump on that. Good job, son. All right, guys. Congratulations, Drew, Mark. Great buck, man. What happened, Drew? Tell us what happened, man.
Saw it and shot it.
Saw it and shot it. Oh, Mark, that's been a fast hunt, wasn't it?
That was a fast hunt. We like our food fast and our hunts fast.
Oh, man.
Great experience.
Great experience.
Super great experience.
The swamp. Thank y'all at the swamp for another great deer. This is Drew's biggest buck. Daddy's gonna have to get it mounted now so he can show it around school.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
All right, folks, that's gonna do it for today's hunt. Drew knocked the big boy down. Drew, congratulations, my friend, on your biggest deer.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Mark, tell everybody one more time about Peach Outdoors and where your locations are.
We have Peach Outdoor and Automotive. We have our store in Clanton on I-65 at the 205 exit. And we also have a store on Highway 82 in Tuscaloosa.
There you go, man. Well, I enjoyed it, man.
I did too.
I'm glad we got him a good buck, man. This gonna go on your wall, right, Drew? You gonna mount him?
Yes, sir.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for this week's show. Special thanks to Joe Henley, Peach Outdoors, Mark Smith, and his son Drew. We really had a great time and hope to do it again next year. All right, folks, that'll do it. We'll see you next week.
Gassed up, loaded down, trucking on from town to town. Guns, bows, and a tackle box. Here come Tommy Wilcox. Hitting the water, hitting the woods. That Bama boy sure got it good. Always having too much fun.